Today we're going to be looking at the introduction to the outline of the University of Bologna, which we already looked at in our books, and we already looked at making an outline of. The first part of an introduction is the general topic of research. And usually the general topic of research is some bigger idea than the topic of the essay. In this case, it should be something like this. There are many universities in Europe. What they have for the general topic of research, the University of Bologna is in northern Italy, actually belongs in the background. The background is where you answer very general questions about who or what you're talking about, where it is, and perhaps when you would see it. So when you're answering these general questions, that's the background. So who or what are we talking about? The University of Bologna. Where is it? It's in northern Italy. What is it? It's the oldest university in the Western world. Also, it's one of the top 50 universities in the world. And when was it? It was 900 years ago. When it comes to defining key terms, these are going to be specific vocabulary words that the reader needs to understand the topic. And in this case, we don't have any, so we simply put nothing there. The next part of the introduction is why the topic is interesting or important. And in this case, it's interesting or important because it's well known, but I think more importantly than that, it's the oldest university in the Western world. So I would put that down here, not in the background, because that, I think, is the most interesting thing about the University of Bologna. The next thing that we find in the introduction is the aim of the essay. And the aim always comes from the essay title or essay question. So it's always going to be this, and it usually starts with the verb will. So I will describe, and what will I describe? The historical important institution. In this case, that is the University of Bologna. So that is what I'm describing, and I would put that there. The last thing that we find in the introduction is the sequence. And the sequence, again, comes from our essay question. And there are three parts to the sequence: development, organization, and history of women. And they're right here: development, organization, and history of women. So the last two things here, the aim and the sequence, both come from the essay question or essay title. And that is the introduction to the outline for the University of Bologna.